Hi everybody, so I'm just going to check I am live in the Fit Support group and let me just double check and then I'm going to get started. I'm going to do a updated live video. Perfect, yes, I am live and everyone can see me. So I'm doing an updated video all about the C9 because it has changed slightly since I did my last video. So I wanted to update everybody. I have got a C9 in front of me, so I'm going to be able to share with you all the components of the Clean 9, exactly what it does, what all the different products inside do and how you can get started with your programme just as the sun is starting to beam through the window. So the C9 is part of our full weight management programme. So we have a 54-day programme in place, which starts with the Clean 9, which is a 9-day programme. The purpose of the C9 is to kickstart getting rid of the bad habits and really start to kickstart that weight loss. So the weight loss goals. Now, then it follows on to a Fit 15 Beginner, which is a 15-day programme for beginners, onto a 15-day intermediate, 15-day advanced. So throughout the course of the 54 days, you can go from being an absolute novice with diet, exercise, not having a clue, to basically starting the process, cleansing the system, then starting to learn about portion sizing, understanding what your body needs on a daily basis, understanding nutrition better, and working your way right through the full 54-day programme. Now, lots of people like to just do the 9-day cleanse, and that is enough to give them the kickstart, just the 9-day cleanse, because after that then they feel confident that they can just continue with the better habits. Some people do the 24-day shred, which is the C9 followed by one of the Fit 15 programmes, and I've done a video on here that is pinned to the top so you can have a nosy. I'm not going to talk about the Fit 15 today because I've done a separate video on that. So you would be able to assess which Fit 15 programme is the right one for you because it is all tailor-made for you. So you can pick, you can take snippets of it. You can do 9 days, 24 days, 54 days, whatever you want to do. Lots of people after they've done the programme continue drinking the gel, taking the shake, taking the supplements anyway. So if you're purchasing a Fit 15, it actually works out cheaper. So the Clean 9, you will get a box like this, and I'm going to open the box, so let me just move my keyboard out the way so I can show you everything that you get in. So like I said, this is put together by experts, it's put together by professionals and doctors, so it isn't a quick fix, it hasn't just been thrown together by anybody, it is safe and it is effective. And given the fact that when I first took a look at Forever Living products, I was personal training, I've got a nutrition degree, I was skeptical. I looked at the products to be able to rip them apart and genuinely couldn't find any faults. I've been on all the training with the nutritionalist and of course our aloe vera doctor, so I know that this plan has been put together, it's balanced and it has been put together properly and effectively. So I'm going to open the box. So what do you get when you purchase your C9? Hopefully you can probably just about see the box, it doesn't matter too much. So you will get, let me move that, and I will go through everything as we go along. You will get a booklet, so the C9 booklet, which I have added to the files on this page so that you can read it through before you purchase your box, so you can see exactly what it's about, but I'm going to go through the booklet shortly. You get a little brochure on sport and weight management products. There is a tape measure in there because it's really important that you measure yourself, and I will always say measure yourself as opposed to weighing yourself. You will get a shake, so you have got your choice of either vanilla or I've got a chocolate one here to show you, so you can choose vanilla or chocolate, totally up to you. So let me just move that out the way. You get a shaker cup, you get a little shot glass for your drinking gel, you get your supplements that come in a box, and again I'm going to talk to you about these in more detail, but so you can see when you open the box you get fibre sachets, so you can see in the box, fibre sachets in the box, and your supplements. And the supplements are actually in blister packaging, so if I move that closer you can see you can split that off each day, breakfast, lunch and dinner, so you know exactly what supplements to take. And you also get the 2 boxes in the bottom, look like this. They will be your drinking gel. So the drinking gel are in there, so you can see I've got some at the side here, so I don't have to open this one because this is for a customer. So you can either choose with the drinking gel, you can have the peaches, you can have the berry, or you can have the original. Totally up to you. Totally up to you which drinking gel you have. So that is what you get in the box. So what does everything do? Let me share with you what each individual product does. Let me move this box out of the way. And then I will talk you through the programme. So the first product is the drinking gel. So like I say, you can choose any of these 3 drinking gels, totally up to you. You never used to be able to, it always used to be just the original. But you can choose any of the drinking gels. So they vary in percentage of aloe. So we have got the purest aloe vera products out there in the world. We own 80% of the world's aloe plantations, and we hand harvest all of the crops, hand fill it in a leaf gel out of the plants, cold compress it and put it within our bottles and tubes within 2 to 3 hours. We've then got all the tests that proves that our aloe is as active in the product as it was the plant. We have very cleverly patented that whole stabilisation process, so we know we have got the world's purest aloe vera gel. Now, lots of companies out there will say they've got aloe vera juice, but that just means that they've grinded down the plant, which lots of parts of the plant, including the leaves, have got laxatives in there, so some nasties. They grind down the whole plant, add a little bit of sugar, and say they've got 90% aloe vera juice. Be careful of that because it isn't pure and it contains lots of nasties. We have purely focused on that inner leaf gel. So if you was to open an aloe plant in half and see that gooey inner leaf gel, that's all we use. We disregard the rest of the plant. So if you want the original drinking gel, this is the bottle, 99.7% pure aloe vera. You might decide that you want the berry, which is my favourite. This one's 90.7. The reason it's got less aloe in is because it's got extra components of berry nectar, apple, cranberry in there. Or you may decide that you want the peach, which is 84.3% aloe vera, and then it's got all of the peach in there as well. Really, really sweet. I find that peach one, but that's Alex's favourite. I have the berry, Skylar has the berry. So the drinking gels then, they're rich in nutrients. This is like the building blocks of our business, and it is one of the main products of the C9. It basically holds the C9 together. It's rich in vitamins, packed with all your vitamins and minerals and nutrients that you need. It helps to support the gastrointestinal health. So on the cleanse, when I talk about it in a second, the first 2 days are time to give your body a bit of a break, give your digestive system a break, give it time to recover, and of course start to look after itself. So the drinking gel massively helps with that. It helps your immune system as well, so really supports the immune system. It helps with your hair, your skin, your nails. It is just a general all-round product that keeps you in tip-top condition. So you just feel much better because you're getting all of that nutrition into your body. So that is the drinking gel. Then of course I said you can choose either a chocolate or vanilla shake. Chocolate or vanilla. My favourite is the vanilla. Now with these, don't worry if you're not a chocolate person or a vanilla person and you think, well, I want to be a strawberry person. I did, just this morning, I did a scoop of the vanilla with a couple of fresh strawberries and some ice and made a strawberry shake. So if you would prefer more of a fruity shake, I would recommend you buy the vanilla, add some fruits and just make the shake how suits you best. So this shake is a nutritionally balanced snack. So one shake gives you 50% of your recommended daily allowance of vitamins and minerals, so you know that you're getting packs of goodness. You can see at the bottom there it says 24 grams of protein, and that is soy protein as well, so it is clean soy protein. I've done a chart on this page that explains how many calories are in each shake dependent on the milk that you mix them with. So on the back of this it is advised that you take with skimmed milk, and there's 201 calories in it with skimmed milk. You have to remember that of those calories and of those grams of protein, a high source of that comes from the milk. So as an example, if you was going to have this with water, it wouldn't be 24 grams of protein, it would only be 14 grams of protein. The other 10 grams comes from the milk. So bear that in mind, because also if you're having this with water, you would only get 90 calories, not 201, and that isn't enough if you are following this program. So have a look at the chart I've done on here. It explains it, what if you're using different types of milks, milk, replacements, almond milk, coconut milk. Just be aware of that, especially when you're on the cleanse. Some people purchase these shakes separately and drink the full fat milk to put weight on. So they are a fantastic meal replacement or addition to your diet. They, on the back again, it does say, I'm just trying to see if I can find it, it says 16 grams of sugar. And that puts people off because they're like, wow, 16 grams of sugar. It isn't in the actual shake in this pouch. All of the guidelines on the back are based on you mixing with skimmed milk. So this has actually only got 2 grams of sugar in it. 14 grams of the sugar come from your skimmed milk. So again, just so you're aware of that. With this as well, like I say, with your doing the cleanse, you need to be drinking it with something, not water. If you are drinking it with water and it's the only thing that you can take it with to get the right amount of protein and the right amount of vitamins and minerals in your body, you would need to double up on the shake. So you would probably need to purchase the C9 and an extra shake, just so you are getting enough vitamins and minerals into your body. So like I say, you can choose 2 different flavours, chocolate or vanilla. You can jazz them up, especially if you look in the programme booklets, you can see all different ideas of, you know, how you can make them different. Chocolate with peanut butter when you're on the fit, or adding mint, adding fruit, berries. I like banana and honey with the vanilla, totally up to you. So they're the shakes. Then we have got, so where's my box gone? Oh, here it is. You have got your supplements. Now I showed you a second ago, you get them in blister packs, so you can see it's super easy to use day 1, day 2, day 3. You have to take 6 Garcinia a day and 2 Therm. Again, I'm going to talk you through the programme shortly, but this is just to give you an idea of what they do. So the Garcinia, I'll move them a bit closer to my phone. You can see they are quite large. So if you feel that you would struggle with a larger supplement, you may struggle with these, but they're not powdery, they're not solid, they're quite squishy, if that's the right technical term for them. But the purpose of the Garcinia, you can't really do the cleanse without the Garcinia. The Garcinia come from a tree that produces citrus fruit, and they help to support change. And that is what the cleanse is about. It's all about changing the body, kick-starting the body, kicking those bad habits. So to know that that's their role, to support change. They help to raise the serotonin levels in the gut. So serotonin being the happy hormone. So they help you feel better. They help you reduce the cravings. They massively curb cravings. They make you feel fuller for longer. That is their job. That is their role. Because what they do is they help to maintain the blood sugar levels. So they just keep everything in tip-top condition in the body. You can't break it in half, you can't snap it, you can't squeeze anything out of it. It is gooey, like I said, but they are a time release capsule. So you don't want to try and interfere with that supplement at all. The purpose of a time release capsule is the goodness of the supplement will release in the body where it needs to release. So if you damage that before you take it, then you're ruining the process. Certain products of the Garcinia would be introduced to the body at the wrong time. So the water soluble, so you take them on board. What needs to be released will be released in the effective parts of the body, and then they're out of your system. So that is the Garcinia. Then at the bottom, underneath them, you can see we have got the Therm. So you take 2 of them a day, so breakfast and lunch. And the Therm are natural caffeine. So they're a natural caffeine supplement that contains guarana, green coffee bean and green tea. So with that, there is no spike like you would see if you was to take a synthetic caffeine. So I'll use the example of an energy drink. I won't use a brand. Energy drinks, you tend to find that if people have a bit of an energy drink, they will have like a massive spike and you'll feel the buzz, but then what goes up must come down. You tend to come down quite harsh, a bit of a crash and burn, whereas with natural caffeine that doesn't happen. So yes, they are Therm, forever Therm, so thermogenic. So that means it's going to increase the body's temperature, get the metabolism going, but it's going to be a gradual increase. So rather than going up and down, you're going to have a gradual increase, enough to feel it, then it's going to maintain, but then it's going to come down slow enough where it doesn't affect you. So 1 for breakfast, 1 for lunch. They are packed with B vitamins, so they massively help with the reduction of tiredness and fatigue, which is exactly what you need, especially if you're trying to get that body moving again. And like I said, they increase the body's internal temperature. They boost the metabolism. Everything's just going to get moving a lot quicker and more effectively. So they're the supplements when it comes to the cleanse. And then the final product that you get in your box is fibre. So you will see these sachets. You take 1 sachet a day, and fibre is vital in a healthy balanced diet. Everybody needs fibre. Now, these are designed for digestive health. So they are high in fibre and they are low in saturated fat. In one sachet of this is 5 grams of fibre. And the purpose of the fibre, when you take it on board, you either add it to a beverage, and it is quite hard to mix in, but as in like it doesn't dissolve very quickly. So you can add it to a beverage, or you can just, you know, have it as a midday snack as your beverage when you're on the C9. Don't sprinkle it on your food. People do that just to use the fibre, because what happens then is you're putting too much in the body at once. Little and often is much better. The purpose of the fibre, what it does when you take it on board, it acts like a sponge. So it'll get into the body and it will go around the body and it will absorb, like a sponge, all the excess fat. And then, of course, that is going to absorb up and it is going to be removed. So that is the purpose of the fibre. Without fibre, you're going to have all excess fat everywhere, and it isn't going to... That's the best way for me to describe it. I know it doesn't sound like a great explanation, but that is how vital the fibre is. It's going to absorb that excess fat. So we need to make sure that we are taking the fibre. So how it works then, go back to your booklet, because the booklet is really good. It has been, like I said, put together by doctors. There is so much information in there. So it tells you what to expect over the next 9 days. So it tells you it's an easy booklet to follow. Everything's there for you. Tells you you're going to kickstart your healthier lifestyle. Tells you a little bit about all of the products that are in your box. Then it tells you what you need to do to get started. So the first thing you need to do is weigh and measure yourself. So you actually get a section in this book, the next page, where you can log all of your measurements, all of your weight if you choose. Now for me, being a personal trainer background, it was always about measurements. Seeing results is about measuring yourself. I've never been that type of person who gets on the scales or tells people to get on the scales. Oh, excuse me. Because you tend to see that it's more beneficial when you look at the measurements, so people can see better results. You know, when people say, I just see if my clothes will fit me better, because weight can be deceiving, because you can get fitter, you can be healthier, you can be leaner, but you can get heavier. You know, so don't let that put you off. So I would take your measurements. So it tells you to do that. It tells you to start drinking plenty of water before the cleanse. So it's like a pre-cleanse. Get used to just taking more water on board. Approximately 3 litres a day for men, 2.5 litres a day for women. Start to reduce the salt in your diet. Avoid any fizzy drinks, any carbonated drinks, anything like that. So you start to get the body used to it, as opposed to going from there to there. Tells you exactly what you get in your pack. Then you can write your goals down. So you can start to write down what it is that you want to achieve out of the cleanse. Is it you just want to feel better? Because this is not a weight loss program, in the respect that you are not going to lose fat. It'd be amazing if you did, but the weight and the mass that you're going to lose is going to be water retention. It's going to be stored toxins and carbs, just nasties that are floating about the body that just need that boost out the way. Going on to the fit programs then, that's where the body is then going to develop techniques and understand food plans and meal plans and putting together portion control. That's where you're then going to start to lose fat, because you're following a proper controlled diet, so to speak. The cleanse is just the cleanse. So what are your goals? Pop your measurements down. And then it starts. So days 1 and 2 are the same, and then days 3 to 9 are the same. Days 1 and 2, you can see here, it says reset the body. Now you need to follow the pages across. So if you're reading this on a PDF, don't be confused by the pages going down. So what it says is day 1 in the morning, you would get your blister pack out. And you can see there it says breakfast on the other side. You would take 2 Garcinia with some water. So you already need to be mindful of drinking water. It then says wait 30 minutes before taking your aloe vera gel. You don't need to wait the 30 minutes. We've done loads of tests that we was looking each way. Would the Garcinia work better in the body without the drinking gel, with the drinking gel in combination? And there's not much in it, so you don't have to wait 30 minutes. I don't. I take my supplements every morning and the drinking gel within minutes of each other. Totally up to you. But you would take 120 ml of the drinking gel, which is 2 of these shot cups. And you would then take your Forever Therm, so your morning Forever Therm, so you can see that. It does advise like 30 minutes of very low intensity exercise. So that might be walking your dog. That might be if you work in an office, walking up and down the stairs. It might just be just try and do a little bit more than you normally would. But don't go full pelt exercise because you are very reduced calories for the first couple of days. Then mid-morning, you have your fibre. And it says in the booklet, mix with 240 to 300 ml of water. So make sure that you take that as your mid-morning snack. Then noon, you would have your other 2 Garcinia. So you can see we're moving across the blister pack with water. You would take another 120 ml of the drinking gel of your choice. And then you would take your second therm of the day. You have also got early evening, the other 2 Garcinia, so the last 2, so you can see throughout the day, the top row. You take the 2 Garcinia and you take another 120 ml of the drinking gel. And then at night, you take a final 120 ml. So that is 8 shots of aloe in your first 2 days. So 8 shots a day for your first 2 days. The purpose of that is we really need to get that drinking gel into the system by the bucket load, filtered throughout the day, so we can really get to work with the body. We can start to work on the gastrointestinal health, start to work on the immunity levels, really trying to get things moving much more effectively. You can also, on days 1 and 2, it says here, it's at noon, you can have 1 shake with 300 ml of skimmed milk. Now it says at noon, you don't have to have it at noon. You get 1 shake a day on days 1 and 2. If you are like me and prefer to drag it out as long as possible and then have your shake later on, then do exactly that. It is totally up to you. Have your shake whenever you want. Top tip would be from me, when you make that shake, put your milk in, put your shake, put a load of ice in and blend it, and you feel like you get further with your shake. So days 1 and 2, that is all that we do. Now with the days 1 and 2, let me just skip to the next page, page 15. You can have free foods. So we have got a free foods list. So you might be thinking, is that it? 1 shake and just those supplements? You can have free foods, and the reason why there's a select on here is because of they are low GI, so you're not going to be affected by any of these on here. So you will search on the search bar, if you want to, as an example, soup, and every time somebody has made a soup with these free foods, it gives you an idea of what you can do on days 1 and 2. So 1 serving a day of any of, I won't read them out, you can check the booklet, but you can see there it says 1 serving a day of any of the top ones, 2 servings of them, and then free foods across the bottom. So throughout your cleanse program, you can have, as the free foods, rocket celery, onion, lettuce, broccoli, cucumber, aubergine, kale, leek, spinach, string beans, as many of them as you want. So on days 1 and 2, if you want to make yourself a soup out of that, then go for it. No, it is free foods, just to curb those hunger pangs. Some people don't need it. You've got to bear in mind the purpose of this is to give your digestive system a break. So if you don't need it, don't have it. You can have fruit. It says 1 serving of the top, so there's fruits on there, but it is advised if you're drinking berry or peach gel to try and stay away from the fruit. My honest opinion, it won't make that much difference. The reason they're looking at that is because of the sugars from fruit. If you want to follow it to a T, then stay away from fruit whilst you're on your 9-day cleanse for the first 2 days. And I think that's because you were drinking so much. You're drinking 480 ml of drinking gel in the first 2 days. But you know what? If somebody wants to have an apricot or an apple, then I would much rather you have that than feel that you can't have that. So don't worry, just be aware that you've got additional sugar. So yeah, free foods are on there. So days 1 and 2, people maximise on that definitely. From day 3 onwards, you can incorporate them in as well. But you tend to find that by that time, days 3 to 9, you don't really fuss on that because you can eat on days 3 to 9. So then 3 to 9 is exactly the same, as in for the next 7 days. And you take 2 Garcinia in the morning. This doesn't change, stays the same. 2 Garcinia in the morning, 120 ml of the drinking gel, and you'll be pleased to know from day 3, in the morning when you have your 2 shots of gel, that is it. No more gel, just 120 ml a day, which everybody loves. And then you can have a shake for your breakfast. So you straight away, 2 Garcinia, a therm, 120 ml of gel, and a shake. Perfect. Then mid-morning you would go back and have your fibre. Then in the at noon you'd have 2 Garcinia your therm, and it does say another shake. And then evening meal, you would have 2 Garcinia, you would, 2 Garcinia, and then 600 calories. So the good thing with this is, from days 3 to 9, you can have 2 shakes a day and 600 calories. You need to make sure you are getting exactly that in. So don't think, I don't need a second shake today, or I'm only going to have 400 calories. Your body has had that 2-day reset that it needs, but it now needs to introduce calories, and only introducing, 1,000, 1,200 to 1,200 calories is still not a lot. So make sure you are having it. So whether that be you have a shake for breakfast, you have 600 calorie lunch, and then a shake for your evening meal, or you have a shake for breakfast, you have a 200 calorie snack, you have a shake mid-afternoon, and then you have a 400 calorie evening meal, it doesn't matter. I always say little and often is better. So if you can fuel the body small amounts throughout the day, it is much more effective on the body. Please don't be confused. Let me see. You can see the screen there where it says 1 scoop of Forever Light Ultra. Yeah, I'm trying to read under my book. Or 600 calorie meal. It doesn't mean have one or the other. It means, like you can see there, is that midday at noon? It means you can have that or that, there or there. So it doesn't mean have a shake or have a meal. It means have your shake and your meal, or have your meal and your shake. People get confused by that. And that is exactly what you do then for the last 7 days. The only thing that changes is on day 9, the final day, you shouldn't have any shake. You should have enough for 1 shake, because what we do then is we say on day 9, and I don't know if it's on this page or no, I don't think it is. On day 9, your second shake is to be replaced with a 200 calorie healthy snack as opposed to the shake. If you've still got some shake left, then do a shake. It depends how you scoop it out, because when you pull the scoop out of the bag, if people fill it to the top, then you will only get the 15 out of it, 15 shakes. But there's like a little line on it. If you do it just under, then you will get the extra shake. So just be aware of that. It gives you all exercise ideas. So days 3 to 9 exercises, gives you loads of different shake ideas, blueberry blast, orange and cream, vanilla and strawberry. So you can jazz them up a little bit with your free foods. Obviously I've already showed you your free foods page, which is in there. You've got loads of 600 calorie ideas for meals, and this page as well, of course, you've been added to this Fit Support page, so you are getting support. So scroll back through, use the search bar, type in ideas, soup, search it. You can get lots of meal ideas. So lots of people are on the cleanse at the moment, are on the fit, they're sharing the meal ideas, which is fantastic. If you are then cooking your 600 calorie meals and want to share, because obviously this page supports lots of other people that are doing it, and we can all get ideas from each other. So loads of meal ideas there, because what you don't want to fall foul to is thinking, right, I've got 600 calories and then having 600 bad calories. So like having a piece of carrot cake and a packet of crisps. That's not what it's about. It's clean calories that we need to have. Then anybody like a check sheet like me, you get one of these for each day that you are on the programme. So you can see there, that is day 1. It gives you a tick at the top once you've done 2-minute stretch, 5-minute warm up, 30-minute exercise. So that's just going, taking the dog for a walk, walking around the block, walking up and down the stairs at work. When you have drank 8 glasses of water as a minimum, and I stress as a minimum, you can tick that off. So don't think that 8 is the most you need to do. 8 is just enough to keep the body in tip-top condition. You tend to find that if people are bloated while they're on the cleanse, just don't feel like, they just feel like a bit bloated or not 100%, it is due to dehydration. That is the main cause of it. So make that 8 glasses an easy aim. You can put some notes on how you're feeling, any exercise that you've done. You can tick off. So morning, I've took my Garcinia, I've took my drinking gel therm, and I've done my exercise mid-morning. So there is no excuse for anybody missing anything, because you tick it off as you go. If it's not ticked off, then you need to go back and make sure you have done it in each day. And you can put a little record on each day, tells you, so you can go back and remember how you feel. Day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. I love check sheets. And then it says, congratulations, you did it. Now, what people tend to do, it goes different ways. So lots of people will weigh and measure, and you need to weigh and measure yourself first thing in the morning. That is your body's accurate weight and measurements first thing in the morning before you eat or drink anything. So do those measurements and weight first thing on the morning of day 1. Some people like to do it again on the morning of day 3 when they've done the 2-day cleansing, the 2 hardest days, before they then start day 3. If you want to do that and have a sneaky weigh in and measure, that's absolutely fine. Lots of people do that. And then we tend to find that people then wait until after the 9 days is done, and on the morning of day 10, the morning, they can then redo the weight and measurements, use the same scales, use the same tape measure. So obviously you've got that tape measure there. Remember where you measured, so maybe take a picture of where you're measuring, because it's easy if you're using your arm. Did you use the upper arm, the lower arm? Did you use the higher part of the calf? Which was the belly, which was the hip, which was the stomach, which way did you go? So make sure, and then it is accurate. There's loads of frequently asked questions in the back as well. So why does the body need program? Is the C9 safe? Will I feel hungry? Tells you loads about our supplements. And then of course the last bit is about the fit program, because if you are cleansing and you want to follow on to the fit, ideally to make sure you've got it in time and ready to go, you need to be probably ordering it around day 4, 5 of your cleanse to make sure it gets to you in time. So that explains the cleanse, and like I said, there's a video on here that then talks you through, once you've cleansed, what fit program to choose. But hopefully that will help lots of you that are interested in doing the cleanse, lots of you that want to do the cleanse. But I'm going to just share with you this shaker cup, because I get asked all the time, what is the plastic bit inside? So when you open your shaker cup, you can see there is a little plastic pot inside. The purpose of that is you don't want to make your shake, mix it together until you're ready to drink it, because it will lose lots of goodness. So if you put your protein in your milk in a blender, blend it all up, then put it in your shaker cup and take it to work for the day, or have it about with you, it's going to lose lots of goodness. You should drink it within, well, from making it, you should drink it within 30 minutes maximum. So what you want to be doing, if you are out and about and you are busy, you want to put your milk in there. I would recommend, you can see your 300 ml is into there, put your milk in, put a load of ice in to keep it cool, pop your scoop of protein in the bottom, and then that just screws to the bottom. You can pop your lid on, and then you can go about your day with your milk in there, you're shaking the bottom. If you want to pop that in the fridge at work or wherever you are, or in a cool bag if you're out and about, then of course you've got that ready to go. When you're ready to have your shake, you simply screw the bottom off, tip it in and mix it. It isn't as nice as if you can blend it, I'll be honest. When you blend it, it does taste nicer. But that is the shaker cup. And you wouldn't believe, it probably sounds something really simple, but you wouldn't believe how many people get confused with the shaker cup. So that is all about the C9. So if you want to ask any questions, please feel free to comment on this post. Anything you're not sure of, please ask, because of course we want to make sure that we've got the right program for you, and it's balanced and it suits you perfectly. And then of course watch my second video that explains all about how we follow on from the C9 into the fit and making sure the program is good for you. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. I look forward to seeing everybody's journeys on their weight management goals, and I will see you soon.